We're live again. This is the second time we're live. First one just flopped. I don't get it. But we're going to try this again. So welcome back. This is Gabriel, and it's Monday, March 22nd. And this is episode 108, coming to you from ODE, Digital Education Mastery, Facebook community of educators that help each other out, share information so that they all can succeed. There's no competition here, that's not cool. We all help each other out, and we ascend the value ladder together by building your teacher funnel so that you can start, grow, earn using Facebook organically, which means that you don't pay for ads, you do the hard work that you're doing now, and you build trusting relationships with your niche audience. So today we're going to talk about teacherpreneurs get paid what they're worth with mini niche courses. So let me give you my first disclaimer here. Full transparency. Please note that this is not for those who continuously make excuses or are expecting to get rich overnight. I don't do Bitcoin. We don't do lotteries here. I don't make any false promises, any false guarantees. Your success depends on you, your hard work. But I provide you some good support and guidance in a community of like-minded educators who make sure that you'll get there in your time. So this is an opportunity to be part of a high-quality mastermind that I'm a part of as well, as my own exclusive online digital education group here on Facebook, where I will be guiding you towards your success as well. It takes work, commitment, and dedication. So if this is not something that you're willing to put in, then this is not for you. And if you're looking to start and then quit in the next few weeks or months, just because it takes work, then you're better off doing the same stuff that you're doing. And this is definitely not for you. Nobody's going to get mad at you. Keep doing what you're doing. And everybody is rooting for you because we're educators. So I'm going to start off with a quote from Milton Friedman. And he was an American economist and statistician who received the 1976 Nobel Memorial Prize in Economic Sciences for his research on consumption analysis, monetary history and theory, and the complexity of stabilization policy. And the interesting thing here is monetary history and theory. So he says, or said, with respect to teachers' salaries, poor teachers are grossly overpaid and good teachers are grossly underpaid. Salary schedules tend to be uniform and determined far more by seniority. Monetary history and theory, that was his big thing. And teachers are grossly underpaid, and we know this. I see this in the teacher threads every day. I see it on Reddit. I see it in the teacher communities on Facebook. It's a common conversation. And I'd like to help you remedy that. It's an option of many. In the 21st century, no one can work without money, uncontested. And everyone should have a higher economic value, totally debatable. For much too long, teachers have followed their passion more than money. It's a calling, they say. No, it's not. Maybe it was, but not anymore. Some people choose to be dancers, others want to be doctors, and many people choose teaching as their career. But the big question that comes in everyone's mind is, will teaching give me enough wealth? No. If you see the historical salary of teachers, they did not earn the amount they deserve. And if you look at today's current salary history, you don't earn an amount that you deserve either. Today's teachers' salaries depend on credentials and years of experience they have in their hands. Their economic value depends on which grade can you teach, what school are they working in, is it some international school or a respected city school? These are the biggest initial factors which determine your salary. And throughout our lives, many of us had, one teacher whose value seems boundless. Yeah, I had one or two. Teachers play an important role in a student's life, and they are the only ones with a lasting effect on student learning. Now, there are no perks, any real perks of becoming a teacher with the exaggerated work hours that they have. You as students and their teachers spend a lot more time in their classroom. They do. An average of 8 hours a day usually starts from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. And for some, 5 p.m. is the standard time that students spend in school. One positive perk that I'd like to mention is monetizing your experience to work less hours and have a life-work balance, not a work-life balance. You want life and then work. This will benefit a teacher's health and allow them to get paid doing what they love to do. The idea that vacation time with summers and winters off and many more holidays is not a nice perk to have either. But it's a good perk to have if you're monetizing for yourself. Most teachers find themselves recovering during this vacation breaks, from the teaching beatdown. But it's a perk if you pivot. The upside is to take advantage of this time, like I'm saying, to monetize your experience. Right? During these breaks, decide what educational niche will help you earn a higher income. And you have the time to do that. This is where you start to say to yourself, you know what? I'm getting tired of this. I don't want to quit teaching. I certainly want to continue to educate, but I want to educate at a higher value. This is your opportunity to do that. Sharing your passion with your online students will help you get the feedback that you need to create your mini course. There are common trends and patterns online students talk about. That's what happens when a teacher shows interest in what online students want to learn. You got to do your market research. But isn't that what we do anyway? We prep for education. So you will benefit a lot with students by choosing a teaching niche online that students desire. A 15-day mini course will get the students excited in your teaching acumen online. Now, teachers are quitting, and they should pause and redirect their passion online. Don't quit teaching, educate online. Consider a few of the common reasons that move many teachers to quit. This way, you'll know what to expect online and have a few endurance tips of your own to share. The work days are about 30% too long, or 3 hours and 20 minutes more than the average. That's a lot. That's your personal time that's just being depleted. They work from 7 a.m. straight through lunch. Ouch. And most times you don't even enjoy your lunch and you end up leaving around 4 p.m. At home, they spent at least another hour planning lessons. They also spent another 2 or 3 hours grading assessments and prepping for the weekend, the week ahead. Well, like I mentioned before, you can pivot. And that's one of the options. And only work 3 hours a day, enjoying your lunch too, a lunch that you made at home. And then go out, take a walk and enjoy the day too. But, you can actually work 3 hours doing the same thing, prepping lesson plans, doing 2 or 3 hours, and you don't even have to do that, grading assignments or prepping for a week. Prep for your mini course, okay? That would include creating your 15-day mini course within the same 3 hours, time, and you can do the lesson plans and the live videos for each lesson plan. You see, your 15-day mini course should include 2 or 3 units. And within those units, 2 or 3 lesson plans. And within those units, 2 or 3 video lessons that you teach the lesson plan live, and then that becomes your mini course. And then you include a 1 hour, Zoom call for accountability, assessment, error corrections, relationship building with your students. Most teachers don't get a full day off during the school year, and in this regard, I know I'm not alone. Can you remember the number of times that you've been at school after hours and was the only teacher there? Teachers are not compensated for work done before or after school, let alone the weekends. So this is why, pivoting online with your own course is one of the greater options available. Well, let's talk about your teaching salary and what it can afford. Okay, buying groceries on one hand, okay, on a teacher's salary sucks. Teachers earn an average starting salary of $39,000 a year. I didn't make this up. The U.S. average teacher salary is $38,617. That's public information. While the average teacher salary, non-starting, is $58,950. Wow, it's still very low. Montana has the lowest starting salary at $30,036, while DC has the highest starting salary at $51,359. Monthly expenses like rent, groceries, student loan payments, and other basic expectations don't add up for comfortable earnings. The emotional toll reaches new depths each year as well. At the end of the school day, most of us fight mental and emotional exhaustion. We do. Many teachers have a hard time turning it off. They do. This makes being present for your loved ones, at home quite difficult. I think you understand that too. There was a survey in 2017 that reported that 58% of educators feel their mental health is not good for 7 or more of the previous 30 days. That's a lot. The findings also show that 61% of educators feel their work is always or often stressful. That is very true, and I'm sure you can identify with that. This is all public information. Verify this, because if you have this and you know this and you read it and it's credible information, you can start to think, wow, I have experience that I can monetize and increase my income, continuing to do what you love to do instead of quitting teaching. Teaching is a crime scene of red tape, notorious for mandates, training, and requirements that change every few years. These programs can make teachers feel like they aren't valued or trusted to actually teach. Even the NBC, the National Board Certified Teachers, who hold a credential beyond state licensure, they must renew their certification every 10 years. It's a business. So the respect levels are low for teachers, especially when a child doesn't do well in school. And, we're the first ones to be blamed. Budget cuts make teachers feel as though their work isn't valued. They're forced to make do with inadequate supplies and preparations. That's not a new condition. We've been enduring that for years. We know this. But now you have options. You have greater options because the internet evolved. It's not new. It is what's happening now. It's been happening now. It's easy for people to find fault in teachers. And when they do, it's hard to want to continue. Public school teachers feel undervalued by their community sometimes. Teaching is a thankless job, some say. It's another level to be told your hard work isn't appreciated. So who do you serve? And what greater purpose lies dormant than your greatest self, which wants to jump out and become that person you so much desire to be? It's a very good question to ask yourself as you continue to think about side hustles, part-time jobs, secondary jobs, online employee teaching jobs. Work for yourself. Create your mini course. Don't quit your day job. Learn to build your teacher funnels so that you can start, grow, and earn using Facebook. Facebook has 30% of the population global population, and all your students are there. All you need is 100 students per mini course. 100 students, not 100 a day, 100 a month. You sell 100 a month of your mini course, you close it down. You got a pipeline waiting for you for the next month, another 100, and it becomes recurring income. Good recurring income. You do a 30-day mini course and you charge $97 a month, and 100 students, it's $9,700 a month. And you only do it once. You create the mini course and you manage it, you administrate it. That's it. Self-education is now. It's what's happening now. You know, my greater purpose is helping everyday people realize their magnificence with educational affiliate programs like ClickFunnels. And I say ClickFunnels because, you know, I started with ClickFunnels. That was my learning curve. I started learning this growth mindset last year during the zombie pandemic in August. And the knowledge and tools that you will need to achieve your educational niche with my support and the ClickFunnels community, it awaits you. You learn how to digitally market yourself. It's a 30-day workshop, 1 hour a day. You have the replays, and if you have the conviction and the desire to do so, going the extra mile for yourself is what's going to get you there. And it's $100. It's less than what it costs you to buy a Cambridge IDOL certification to work online as a teacher and still not get paid what the paper's worth. And still not get paid what the paper's worth. The ClickFunnels community is 1.2 million strong. A to Z educators, like-minded, who are pushing through and doing great things with niche education. My mentors community is 10,000 plus strong. My community is 650 plus strong and growing. So these communities await you because they're of like-minded people. When you align with like-minded individuals, magic happens based on your convictions and your hard work. You're already doing the hard work, but do it for yourself. And you don't have to, you know, stretch yourself thin. Listen, take 30 minutes a day, take an hour a day. But as you commit and do and make it happen, you'll see something really magical happen in your future. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, okay? So go ahead and ask me for the affiliate link, all right, associated with ClickFunnels. And not only do you get the best educational funnel program, you get paid also for ethically referring it to anyone in your niche audience. Friends, family, students, you know, colleagues, prospects, because they pay you $100 every time you refer to somebody who can use this knowledge and skills to digitally market yourself. Or you can take anybody else's digital marketing, you know, program. But if you're gonna pay more than $100, that's a mistake. Take a look, take a peek at ClickFunnels. Ask me for the link and I'll happily give it to you. Remember, you're magnificent. Don't settle for less. Let me know and leave comments below. I'm going to state and quote Russell Brunson, the founder of ClickFunnels. You're one funnel away from realizing your success. The next Funnel Away challenge starts April 4th. The new one started today. So you have an opportunity, 13 days, okay, to preview ClickFunnels. Ask me for the link. And then decide, or ask me questions before you decide. And I'll tell you my experience. I'd be more than happy to do that. So keep in mind, I help clients overcome their fears of online success and launch their niche with a growth mindset and organic Facebook marketing as the primary ways to help you transition without quitting your daytime jobs. I look forward to seeing you. You know, seeing your success, interviewing you live on my ODE Mastery community. I interview educators all the time. I don't charge you for that. I help you promote your mini course, you know, and this will give you the exposure that you want and need as you continue to grow, you know, in your community. Come and visit my community. Leave a comment there on my newsfeed. Drop me a private message on Messenger. I'll give you a response. I will answer you. I want to answer you. Keep in mind, 688,000 people is my personal goal. Come join me and see why. Right here. ODE, online digital education, Facebook community of educators that share information, they collaborate with each other. If you compete, that's not cool, and I frown upon that. I like to see educators helping each other out. So I want to thank you again for listening today. My name is Gabriel, and this is Monday, March 22nd, episode 108. Teachers get paid what they're worth with mini niche courses. Thank you. You have a great day, and God bless.